Ohayou gozaimasu. Gary Beacom desu. And kore wa Natori-san Ryoko. Okay, so the topic for today is bouncing. And what I want to try to do is I want to try to give you some exercises and help you understand the importance of not going up and down when you're doing your stroking, crossovers, and a number of other things in skating. And one of the reasons that we do this is for efficiency, because when we're bouncing, we lose efficiency. It's important in figure skating. This is something the judges look for when they assess your skating skills, is your ability to accelerate, your ability to gain speed quickly. And if you can use every stroke very efficiently, you can accelerate better. And this is not only a thing in itself, the ability to accelerate, but if you can gain speed quickly, then you can make your choreography more interesting. You don't need to do as many crossovers to gain speed for your jump. Okay, so here's an exercise that you can do to start off. Now, if I ask somebody to do some sculls, normally they would do them like this. Rising up and down as they do them. In other words, they would bend as the feet go apart and then straighten as the feet go together. But now we're going to actually do just the opposite. We're going to have our ankles, knees, and hips bent when our feet are together, and they're going to straighten when they come apart, and then bend as they come back together. And if the amount that they go apart matches, is well coordinated with the skating action, then your belly button is going to stay the same distance from the ice. Your head is going to stay the same distance from the ice. Okay, so I'm going to try to demonstrate this. Okay, very simple looking exercise, but my experience is that many skaters have difficulty with this. I would encourage you to practice this and learn how to do this. It's going to help your skating immensely. And by the way, when you're doing this, try to stay on the middle of your blade. There's no reason to rock to your heel or to the front of your blade. There's no reason to rock. If you use your whole foot and keep a nice even distribution of weight over your whole foot, you have a larger area of control and you're going to have better stability. So if I do this without thinking, I kind of might go to the heel as my feet go apart, but try to avoid that. Try to keep your balance in such a way that you're skating always on the middle of your blades. Also, when we want to keep the hip, the knee, and the ankle aligned when we do this exercise. So as we go into this wide position here, we want to maintain the alignment. We don't want to pronate so that the ankles drop and the knees drop in. You can see now that the ankle, the knee, and the hip are not aligned. And likewise, we don't want to get into any position like this. So try to notice if I'm practicing what I'm preaching. Try to notice if my if I keep good alignment as I do this. This is what I'm going to concentrate on. By the way, when you rock to the heel and the toe, that's unstable. And also, for the purposes of this alignment, if you bring your weight inside, put most of your weight on the inside of your foot, you get this pronation and misalignment. And if you put weight on the outside of your foot, you get supination. So this is one way to ensure that you keep good alignment, is to pay attention to the feeling on the soles of your feet for good alignment. This is the same whether you're going forward or backwards. So if we go, I'm going to try the same exercise now backward. Trying to keep my belly button the same distance from the ring. Bent here, straighten and bend. Straighten and bend. Straighten and bend. Okay. Now let's see how my student over here, Ryoko, does with this exercise. Go ahead, do the backward one. We're going to see if you keep your level without bobbing up and down. Ryoko understands this very well. She's heard me talk about this. And that's pretty good. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. Yeah. Nobody's perfect.
It's not easy to stay on the middle of the braid. Tend to go here, 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 everywhere. So try to focus, and especially when I bend and straight the knee.
Yes, it's not easy to stay on the middle of the blade. It's something that we can't really see as a coach or a judge. I have to really look carefully to see if you're staying on the middle of your blade. But this is something that I consider to be very, very important for your overall skating skills. So, in my opinion, this is well worth, what you say is difficult, it's well worth practicing that so you can do it well. So, now, with a view to taking the next step to actually doing some crossovers, yes, figure skating is supposed to be mostly on one foot at a time. We're doing these two-footed exercises just as that exercises. Now, we're going to do this on a curve, and I'm going to keep the inside leg not moving, right? It keeps the same bend, and I'm just straightening as I push out. This is kind of simulating what this leg does in crossovers. Now, it's not exactly what I would do in crossovers, because in crossovers I would point the toe on the end of the stroke for style and for a little bit more power. As you straighten the ankle, you can push at the end. But we're just practicing, trying not to move this leg up and down as we do this, trying to stay exactly at the same level. Again, trying to keep on the middle of our blades, trying to keep the core nice and stable. So I'm engaging my abdominal muscles for strength and awareness in this part of my body that doesn't go up and down. So we can obviously do that in both directions. This exercise, very good to teach beginners, this exercise, but it can benefit somebody at any level. I can feel myself not perfect at this. I feel like I can use improvement. Everybody can use an improvement in even these simplest of exercises. Oh.